hello. So here I am with the bunnies. I've taken them out for a stress bonding session. You can see them there inside the carrier. Basically, things have not been going too well. I've got to be honest, and I can't lie about this bonding. I was a bit worried yesterday because there was quite a bit of chasing. Jessica would run around, Hopsy would chase her basically, and Hopsy would nip her. I touched Jessica and just looked at her whole body, and basically there is no scabs or anything like that. So the good thing about that is it means that she's not biting her; she's just nipping. Jessica is actually molting, so there's quite a bit of fur being thrown around, and it just looks like a sheep's been sheared. To be honest with you, it's a lot of hair. Um, I was told that stress bonding can really work well with rabbits, and so I've used this as a last resort. So I took them out on the scrubs, the parkland near where I live. I think people thought that maybe I was planning to let the rabbits go when they saw the container, but I'm not planning to let them go. I walked around with them for about an hour out there, and then now I came into the hospital because they've got like a little coffee shop in here, and I had some porridge and I had a cappuccino because it's really quite cold out there this morning. It's too cold to be walking around in the cold like that. So we've been out for almost 2 hours, and I'm going to head back in again soon. um, they are in their permanent space now. They're in their permanent space in my living room, and the thing is, it's all gone a bit pitong. Like they spent 17 days in the kitchen, and things were going well in the kitchen, and then I've put them in the permanent space, their permanent space, and I've got a bit of noise here. Hopefully, you can still help me because I'm in public at the moment. Um, we put them in their permanent space, and it's all just gone a bit wild. Like I even had to just put a piece of mesh to separate them at one point because it was just too much chasing. And Jessica's 9, like I don't want her to be like having a heart attack running so much from Hopsy. Like I don't want her to have a heart attack. So I am slightly concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend. This whole bonding thing is very stressful. But I'm hoping that this will help. But look, it is helping already. Look at them two. They're kind of smushed together. Um, I can't see any licking or anything like that. You can see Hopsy. If you look, you can see Hopsy at the back there. Um, so they are smushed together. There has been absolutely no fighting. Jessica's been doing thumping, but that's about it. I don't think Hopsy, she's a better traveller than Jessica, so I think Jessica's the one who's a bit more stressed, so she's been doing the thumping. But the good thing about that, let's move my thumb out the way, the good thing about that is holding on to each other a bit more. They're smushed together, so I think we're going to have to do these daily sessions basically until they get it together. I did ask for some expert bunny bonding advice, and someone told me, that if it doesn't work, then you might have to go back again to the beginning. So I'm hoping that I don't have to go back to the beginning. I'm hoping that I don't have to put them in separate cages. I'm hoping that I don't have to do the bunny bonding dates again, and we've got to go through this whole rigmarole because it's 2 months in. Hopsy's been with me for 2 months, and we've been doing the bonding sessions for like 7 months, seven weeks. So that's quite a long time. But also know some people can keep going for 4 months. Some people can keep going for 6 months. So I know that this is longer than some, but it's not as long as others. So I'm hoping that they get on. Look, you can see that Hopsy's in that corner there. Jessica's right there. They're literally leaning against each other. And that's, like I say, it's a bit unheard of. We have had moments like that. We have had moments like that when they've gone to the vets and where I've put them in the car, in this carrier together, and where they've coped and all the rest of it. But I don't know, it's almost like as soon as I put them in their permanent space, it's like they've forgotten all of that. So yeah, so here we are, mad woman, like I'm still dressed. You can see I went for shoes. Went for a run this morning, and I they were just making such a fuss. I said, let me take them out and let me take them out for a walk basically and see what happens. So here I am. I need to go home and get showered and sort myself out and have some lunch. But I'm hoping that Jessica and Hopsy just get it on. Now, like I said, I can sit here and I can pretend, yeah, it's all going well. And that's the thing. Like a lot of people are like, bond your bunnies. Like your bunny needs a friend. Your bunny needs a friend. And yeah, that is all good and well if you've got two bunnies that can get on well. If you've got expert advice to hand. If you've got someone who can bond them for you. But in all truth and reality, like if you're get two bunnies that don't get on really well, especially straight off, then you can have a very, very stressful situation on your hand like this. I'm back at work next week, 3 days, and then the following week I'm back practically full time. So I just want to do whatever I can before I get back to work to sort them out. So we may well have to do this on a daily basis until they sort themselves out. So those of you who've got rabbits and have got a single rabbit, yes, I agree, it's good for that rabbit to have a companion. I wanted Jessica to have a companion, but be prepared, like if it's not love at first sight, if they don't get on very well at first, then you may well have a very stressful time on your hands as you're trying to bond them. All right, so that is my warning. Be prepared, and you're going to have to try lots of tricks, and you're going to have to try different things, and not everything might work for you. And if you try one thing, then you're going to have to try another. So yeah, like I say, this does not work for everybody straight up. Also, I did make myself life a little bit difficult. I made myself life a little difficult by having two girls. They do say that two girls are harder to bond than a boy and a girl. But you know, from what I'm reading as well, it depends. There's some boys and girls that don't get on. It's more personality. Hopsy is the dominant bunny, physically fitter, younger. So Jessica's on the run from her, but also Jessica is very strong-minded. So what I have is two bunnies fighting for dominance, two bunnies who are very, very strong-minded. And unfortunately, I think she's kind of like passively dominant, so she can't be outright dominant to Hopsy because Hopsy's bigger and stronger and up for a fight. But she'll turn her back to her, she'll refuse to engage with her. She won't let Hopsy get close to her. She'll run away from her. She is doing everything possible not to engage with Hopsy at the moment. She has her little moments as well. Like yesterday, I was holding Hopsy at one point, and Jessica came over for a little sniff. And I've seen Jessica take hay from Hopsy's mouth. Like when they were in the kitchen, I saw Jessica jump in the same little tray as her. But like I said, it's all gone P-tong since they've been in the kitchen. So since they left the kitchen about 4 nights ago now, 4 days ago they left the kitchen. So we shall see. We shall see. I think by the end of this, I am probably going to be a bunny bonding expert. But right now, I'm just trying to stop myself from getting too many grey hairs. So this is us. This is the bunnies. We're gonna head home soon. Let me just put my coffee away. And then I'm gonna head home. Can I leave that there? There's still coffee in there. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And then I'm gonna go and pick up these bunnies. I've left hay everywhere on the floor. There's hay everywhere on the floor. But I am gonna pick them up. Now, you see Jessica? Yeah. Can you see the bunnies? Yep. Jessica's not happy at all. And I'm gonna walk home. So like I said, I'm hoping and I'm praying that this little bonding session today can make a difference to the behavior. You know, and try not to get too worried about it. And I'm just hoping that we have a little breakthrough after today. Otherwise, what am I looking at? 2 bunnies in 2 separate parts of the house? I hope not, because the thing is, they're not really fighting each other. But also I know that if they're not bonded, you know, they can have a nasty fight at any time, and they are not bonded. Let me watch where I'm going in case I drop them, and then we've got a whole new disaster on our hands. The train passing, which is why I've gotten slightly louder. So there we go. That's it. I'm done for the day. Been out here for over 2 hours, and I'm gonna just go in and get out the cold and just get on with this. And hopefully what's gonna happen when I go in, I'm gonna put them together, smooch them together, push them together, give them like a 10-15 minute smooching session where basically I just shower them with love and comfort them and pet them and stroke them. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we should see some difference in behavior. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep going until we get there. So say goodbye to the bunnies. Oh, goodbye. Pray for me, people, pray for me.